A new baby is the most amazing gift the Creator can give a family. Bringing a newborn home can be exciting and scary. Babies don't come with directions. Each one is an individual, unique and special.
My grandmother was a midwife, like I was born at home, and so were half a dozen of my siblings born at home. And so it must have been very different, even wrapping your baby. Nowadays, young people don't wrap their babies anymore, but we had to wrap our in a receiving blanket. You tuck their arms in and wrap them up really tight. Suppose a baby was crying, well, it changed its diaper, and mom would always say, if it continues to cry, maybe it's colicky. So she'd tell me what to do and use very simple things like for a colic baby, you use lard and rubbed its little bum with that, and it always worked. I depended a lot on my mother and my and a common sense. Common sense, I think, was the key. Like with John, my firstborn, she came and she stayed with me for about 2 to 3 weeks, just being with me and telling me what to do. And not exactly the time when the baby came home, but maybe a period of time would elapse, and then there would be to to welcome the baby. They'd have a name ceremony for that baby.
Life has changed in many ways since our great grandparents raised children. Technology and modern times have brought along both positive and negative changes that have greatly affected our culture and the way children are raised. The residential school experience, television, alcohol, drugs, and other elements have become challenges in the lives of Native parents and continue to affect many of our homes.
It's my grandmother's wish that I go to the boarding school to learn because, like she said, that life is changing and she wanted me to go back and help her. So this is one thing she was quite willing to let me go. And she is a Sundance woman, and she wanted to send me to the residential school to keep up with the good way of life. But it seems like some of it was changed. It's not the way she would have wanted it. At that time, the reserve was enriched, but had hard times at home, and we didn't get family allowance and social service, so it was kind of hard. So people used to take them over there so they'll be able to have some a place to sleep, to eat, and be taken care of, and to be taught about school. And that was one good idea for some people. And some used to be crying to go back home and all that because I guess their home life was pretty good and they wanted to stay with their parents. They loved them and that, but in some cases they have to be forced to go there. It's better for us to raise our own kids than get somebody else, because as you teach them and about life and that and show them love, affection, this is where they really need. They listen to you. I don't think it's right for somebody that's not close to the kids to do that. It's up to the parents. This way, there's the father and the mother. The mother might have a little baby girl, and it was the mother's, it was her role to see that she raises her daughter in the right way. But the main thing she wants her daughter is to grow up straight. She doesn't want her to go crooked in any way to fool around like today. Girls, they do everything they like. The man's role is If the baby boy is born, well, the mother nurses and helps it, but as it started to grow up to walk and all that, the man takes over and he's the one that takes care of his son, takes him around, teaches him how to, the same way as the mother teaches her daughter, and he helps him to grow up to so he could be proud of him. We quite a ways from there. And that, I think that's where everything ended when the residential school came. Things changed.
New research and information is now readily available to us. We know that the first 5 years of a child's life are the most important. A child needs love, positive touch, song, play, words, nutrition, routine, and safety to develop normally. A child who does not hear words and language continually throughout his day is likely to have problems learning. When a child is exposed to verbal or physical violence, even as a bystander, he may have brain damage or altered development. It is the responsibility of the primary caregiver to ensure a child has the best possible start in life. Being a mother or a father is more important than any chosen career outside of the home. Suddenly, a parent finds themselves responsible for the safety, care, and development of a little human being. Luckily, being a good parent and raising your baby to achieve his potential can come very naturally to most new moms and dads. New parents are off to a great start with a little knowledge, love, and support from family and community. Watch as these moms and dads show how they use language in life to give their babies the best possible start. Love is the first and possibly the most important ingredient in giving your baby the best start. All other efforts are born out of love. This mom knows how important it is to show her baby love through her voice, her touch, and her time. This is a crucial first step in helping your child's brain to develop.
I think it's important to show Jonathan love and gentleness because it makes him feel safe and secure. I want him to know how much I love him, and I want him to grow up with confidence.
It would be ideal if parents had time to sit and cuddle their babies all day. Unfortunately, it isn't possible. Moms and dads have additional responsibilities that don't end with the birth of a new baby. Housework, cooking, travel, and other children take time from each day. Traditionally, mothers face the same challenge.
When I was raising my kids, I had 10 boys and 4 girls. Then, and my husband was the one that's working. In the past, it's really hard for me raising my kids, especially the boys. They get into mischief. They're not all good. They always get into mischief. And we have to really try to talk to them. When I'm really busy trying to finish my work, I just put them on my back and put a blanket over me and tie it here and work with them. Yeah.
And they would just watch?
Yeah, they just watch. I was taught all these things by my mother. We're not supposed to leave a baby, even the kids, like I got a lot of boys, I'm not supposed to leave them all together, just leave them alone. We have to go there and talk to them and tell them, well, when they're growing up, we have to teach them all these stuff. Talk to them, don't leave them like that. And when they cry, talk to them. It's really different now, the way they have their, the way they raise their kids. It's up to the mother the way they raise their kids. They'll know, they say, oh, my mother raised me this way. And they're going to teach their kids the way their mom raised them. Yeah, it's far different now today. It's to the parents, the way they were raised, and that's the way they're going to raise their kids today.
Watch as these moms and dads find ways to give their babies the language and love they need while continuing to fulfill daily responsibilities. Remember, language in life gives baby the best start. Baby?
Kiora learns sounds and words by hearing me talk to her. I change her diaper lots and I use the same words over and over so she can understand them and use them.
When a baby is born, she can see best from a distance of about 6 inches or from about her mother's breast to her face. Feeding is a wonderful time to bond with your baby through eye contact and facial expression. This mom knows the importance of making feeding time a special time to gaze into her baby's eyes and strengthen their bond. Anywhere and everywhere is the perfect time for language in baby's life.
Simone loves her bath. It's a fun time for me to spend with her. She learns new words while she splashes around. It's one of our favorite daily routines.
A baby's brain develops rapidly. Every day new connections are made as baby learns about her surroundings.
I love spending time with my sister. I talk to Jessie even though she can't talk yet. It may seem silly, but sometimes I just talk about what I'm doing. I know it's important for her to hear language throughout her day. Each time Jessie hears me say a word, she is a little closer to using it herself.
A baby loves to watch mom and dad. He learns from seeing their facial expressions and from hearing their words.
Even when I am busy, I know it's important to connect with my son. I know he needs to hear my voice and see my face. Sometimes, I even read out loud what I am working on. It doesn't matter what words I use, as long as he is hearing language. I love seeing how excited he gets when I take a break to play too.
Laundry time becomes fun time.
I try and make Simone a part of what I do every day. Even though I find laundry to be boring, she is interested in everything. She loves to play peekaboo and listen to me talk. Sometimes we even make up silly songs about what we are doing.
Lullabies, traditional songs, and rhymes give babies words that are fun, repetitive, and have a rhythm they can catch on to and eventually join in on. This mom is singing in Blackfoot to her baby.
I love to sing to Traven, even though I don't have the best voice. He loves to listen. Singing makes me feel as though I am passing on our culture and tradition, and someday he too will pass it on to his children.
Floor time is a good way to spend part of your day. It's important to put away chores, turn off the TV, and put down the paper when you spend quality time with baby. She will know when your attention is really on her and she needs it. This family uses floor time to help baby develop physically and mentally while having fun.
I spend time with Jess on her level. She can see my eyes and I feel her relax when she knows my attention is only for her. Tummy time is important for her neck development too.
Look at Sweetie Pie.
Playing games is a great way to help baby develop important skills such as object permanence, that is, knowing something does not really disappear when it rolls out of sight. Through play, baby can also learn about taking turns. Even if a baby responds with only a gurgle or a smile, that's the beginning of having a conversation. Before long, babbling and simple words will appear. Playtime with toys can be as simple as pots and spoons. Babies can make their own fun with common and inexpensive objects. Playing is an easy way to connect and be rewarded with her beautiful smile. When baby is in the mood, reading a book together is a great way to share language and take a break from chores. Babies start out enjoying books by touching, pulling, and tasting them. It may only be for a minute or two, but reading to even newborns is very important for brain development.
Okay, I've been reading to Monique since before she was born. Sometimes she'll only sit for a few seconds, but I guess it's part of learning. I know that Monique learns new words when I take her finger and point to the pictures.
Just a tiny kitty.
It's important to remember just being in the same room with your baby doesn't mean you are giving him what he needs to develop. This mom decides to turn off the TV, stop visiting, and spend time interacting with her baby.
I have to remind myself to give my baby all of my attention sometimes and not to be distracted by TV or friends. Even a play date should be just that. It shouldn't be having coffee while he just lies on the floor staring at the ceiling.
Giving your baby the best start in life doesn't only happen at home. Watch how this mom uses language in life wherever they go.
When we drive, I try to give my baby words and songs to turn a boring car ride into a chance to learn. Shopping is a fun time for Ethan and I. I can see him face to face and we are surrounded by new shapes and colors to touch and talk about. I try not to use words like thing, this, that, or there. I use the real words instead of saying we need some of that over there. I try say, Mommy needs 3 big red tomatoes. Oh, they almost all fell. 3, yay!
Allowing your baby to have new experiences is important for her development. The Piikani Early Childhood Development Center organizes a baby play and learn group for new moms. It's a fun chance to learn and share through stories and songs. Your new baby needs you to help his brain grow and his words develop. He needs you to talk to him about what you are doing, what he is feeling, where you are going, about anything and everything. Use clear words. Don't baby talk to him. Use true names for directions and things and people. Limit the words this, there, thing, and that. Repeat, repeat, repeat. It takes hundreds of times hearing a word before he can say or understand it. Turn off the TV, put down the book, pay attention to only him. Read to him, let him taste, touch, and experience his books. Teach him the basics. Children are ready to learn their colors, count to 10, and even know their alphabet by age 2 or 3. Include him in your day. Let him watch you cook, or put him on the bed while you fold laundry. Listen to your baby. When he has had too much interaction, let your baby have some quiet time. Sing with your baby. He needs to hear you play with words in song and rhyme. Love him. Never be shy or ashamed to kiss your baby, hug him close, rock him and touch him. Never let your baby see or feel violence. Researchers have proven that children exposed to violence, whether it is physical or emotional, suffer changes in their brains which can be permanent. These changes can cause a child to have difficulty learning in school or understanding and enjoying social situations. Children's brains are not made to cope with the feelings brought on by violent situations. Children need love, calm, and routine for brain development. Giving your baby the best start in life is not magic. Babies born from a healthy, substance-free pregnancy have the chance to become loving, successful community members. Children born into modest homes have no less opportunity for learning than children raised in any other home. The magic a baby needs is you. She needs you to be a loving parent who gives her gentleness, love, and words from the moment she arrives into your arms. Remember that you are your child's first and most important teacher. It is your job to give your baby language in life and give her the best possible start.